Meghan and Harry will personally cover security costs but with some help from Charles. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are to stump up the cost to pay for their security arrangement, with some help from Prince Charles too, it has been claimed. A source said that despite conflicting reports about who would finance the Sussexes' protection, the pair will now pay for their own guards. All security costs are being personally covered by the couple, a source close to them told People magazine. However, the magazine has claimed that Prince Charles will continue to help with the pair's finances going forward. Since Meghan and Harry declared they would be stepping down as senior royals in January, there has been much talk about who would be paying for their pricey security team. They have been reported to have up to 14 security guards at a time, that contain specially trained officers from the Metropolitan Police. The cost of this round-the-clock protection cost the British and Canadian taxpayer thousands of pounds in the months from December until now. However, after Canada announced they would no longer pay for their guards, the couple made the decision to move to Los Angeles where Meghan's mother Doria resides. It was then speculated that the Sussex couple would go to President Trump to request U.S. taxpayer funding. This prompted Mr. Trump to tweet that the U.S. would not cover the cost for the former royal pair. "I am a great friend and admirer of the Queen and the United Kingdom." It was reported that Harry and Meghan, who left the kingdom, would reside permanently in Canada. Now they have left Canada for the U.S. However, the U.S. will not pay for their security protection. They must pay. Trump tweeted. After Trump proclaimed that he would not be providing Secret Services agents, the Sussexes spokesperson quickly hit back. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have no plans to ask the U.S. government for security resources, a spokesperson for Meghan and Harry told Fox News. Privately funded security arrangements have been made. It comes as the Mail has reported that Meghan and Harry are now seeking to recruit SAS soldiers to replace their Scotland Yard bodyguards. They have chosen from a short list of 2 firms whose staff have guarded Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Nicole Kidman, Madonna and the Ecclestone family. Their annual bill to have specially trained guards could cost the pair up to £4 million a year, said the Mail. Prince Charles will contribute to this as they get on their feet to pursue career income outside of the firm. Money is most likely to come from the Duke of Cornwall's personal funds, however, he has maintained that he does not have inexhaustible money for the couple. Twitter users have weighed in with their opinion on the latest Megxit development. One said, "I would hope they don't expect our government to pay for their security. They lost that luxury when they give up their royal status." Another replied, "Both Harry and Meghan wanted to be independent and on their own. It's time for them to go for it." A third commented, "Good, they can afford their own or they can go back to Britain." Royal fury, Meghan and Harry face growing public calls to refund Canadian security costs. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry may have swapped Canada for Hollywood, but Canadians are still livid that they had to foot the security costs for the multimillionaire royals while they lived on Vancouver Island. In a statement at the end of February, Canada's Public Safety Minister Bill Blair confirmed that the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, had been providing the Duke and Duchess of Sussex with assistance since their arrival in Canada intermittently since November 2019. Mr. Blair argued that as international protected persons, they had been entitled to the state's protection, but that this would now end. However, his admission has provoked a furious public backlash, leading to calls for the costs for Meghan and Harry's security to be refunded to the taxpayer immediately. Aaron Udrich, the federal director of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, CTF, told Express.co.uk, "I've got a surprising number of people who are still upset about the fact that they have to pay anything at all. They think that Canadian taxpayers should be reimbursed for the security they've paid up to this point." Mr. Udrich was the inspiration behind the launch of a petition, demanding that Mr. Trudeau should not pay a penny for Meghan and Harry's security. The petition racked up over 100,000 signatures within days, as ordinary hard-working citizens vented their anger at being asked to subsidize the lifestyle of the wealthy royals. Mr. Udrich was particularly scathing of the way in which the Canadian government had tried to conceal the fact that it was paying Harry and Meghan's security costs, which are believed to run into millions of pounds. Reports emerged already in January that the Canadian Prime Minister had assured the Queen that his government would foot the bill for the royal couple's round-the-clock protection. Mr. Trudeau refused to confirm or deny those reports, despite repeated requests from the media. The director of the CTF said, "No explanation was given, and that's the troubling thing. It's one thing to spend money, and if there is a difference of opinion about it, then the government can defend its position. But they refused to even answer, and that's really not acceptable, when they knew all along that we were paying. We had asked specifically for that clarification, and it has been refused for months on end. They should have told us that. They were asked many, many times by the media here over those months, and they never answered. There was no reason not to do that." Mr. Udrich's comments come as Donald Trump insisted that the U.S. would not pay for the security protection of Harry and Meghan, now that they have reportedly decamped to Los Angeles. The U.S. president tweeted on Sunday, "I am a great friend and admirer of the Queen and the United Kingdom." It was reported that Harry and Meghan, who left the kingdom, would reside permanently in Canada. Now they have left Canada for the U.S. However, the U.S. will not pay for their security protection. They must pay. In reply, a spokesperson for Meghan and Harry denied that the couple had ever sought to ask the U.S. government for security resources. The spokesperson confirmed that privately funded security arrangements have been made. Meghan and Harry's move to California had been planned for some time, a source told The Sun, as this is where their new team of Hollywood agents and PRs and business managers were based.